All right. So first off, I want to say thank you guys for hopping on. It's always amazing to have you guys come on and for us to spend this awesome time together of me squirreling off in different places and not knowing what I'm talking about and sounding like a crazy woman. Oh, wait. That's just mom brain, right? Okay. Um, I had an amazing time at leadership, the leadership retreat that we had. There's a lot of great info. It was a little bit harder with Christian here, but I did what I could. I have one of the speakers I didn't get to listen to that is recorded. I did grab them from the Smash page, and I'm putting them on the YouTube page for our team. So if you guys want to check those out, I know there's like 3 Josh Coates ones, and I don't know how they all tie into each other, so I'm going to try to put them in the best order that I can. But just some first off, I want to give a huge shout out. I know that he's not on, but Jarrell hit Success Club last month. So it was, this year's been really crazy. And, last month, a lot of people were having difficulties. And so it's great that he got that Success Club and hit that out. So he ended up changing 3 people's lives, which is awesome and fantastic. This month, we still have all of the challenge packs that are on sale, correct? Still good with that. And was there one extra one? I know Dennis is always all over this. Country Heat is still on sale or no?
Everything's still on sale. It's been on sale since August, and they'll come off sale at different days in November. So They don't end on November 1st. Some go to like the 15th.
Nice. So yeah, so just watch out for that. You guys can pull it up in your back office for like current promotions is what it will show you guys. And it's crazy how many of them are on sale. So I'm sure once Core de Force launches, I don't know who's all excited about that, but I am super pumped. Once that launches, they go on sale at that time. So this is something for you guys to really talk about. Maybe we can come up with some different ideas on how you guys can speak about that on your Facebook versus just, since I know that the preview was Monday and everything, but really to reach out to people. Anybody can do it. And the best part that I love about it, because even doing combat, you feel like a badass. You really do. You just feel powerful. And as a woman in general, you get done doing it and you're like, yeah, I just kicked butt. It's just awesome. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about your why. I want to dig deep into the why, and I want to have this kind of focus to keep us going strong for the end of this year and to start us off for a whole new year. And this is stuff that I'll be bringing from what Josh Coates kind of spoke to us about. And he was talking about Think and Grow Rich. Have you guys heard of that book? Any of you guys read it? I have it. I have not read it. And my pastor even said it was a really good book. He's like, you just want to make sure that, I don't think he really likes the title of it. Because although in our biblical aspects, if you want to bring that out, becoming rich or having all the money, that's not the issue. It's when people love money, right? But anyways, we do what we do because we love people and we want to help them. And there really is a big, huge potential in what you can make with this business by putting in that time and putting in that effort and genuinely caring about people. But, okay. So I am putting this in the comments here because I'm going to have you guys make me a promise. Oh, yes, you guys are making me promises. So first off, I want you guys to take a moment here to write down what you want to achieve with this business, okay? It could be maybe a rank goal. It could be an income goal. And I don't want you guys I'm not talking about over the next year. I'm talking about in general, what do you really want to do with this business? And I will explain mine. And the only way that you guys are going to cross yours off is if it's going to be bigger, okay? So while you guys are sitting there thinking for a moment, I will I'll look over these here quick. I'm going to read a few of these things here that he took out from the Think and Grow Rich. But Think and Grow Rich is really speaking about belief, pretty much. You know, like the more, I mean, you hear it in, I don't know if you guys have read You're a Badass. I mean, it's kind of brings out the same principles, or any book that talks about, you know, what you believe, again, what you believe you can achieve, right? So the more that you guys believe and the more that you speak those things, I mean, you can pull it out of the Bible too, you know, it's life and death is in the power of the tongue. So the more that you keep speaking and believing about what it is that you can accomplish, it's going to happen. And he talks about your subconscious mind. I could go into that. I'm not that type of a person that's like, oh, your subconscious mind is automatically like, yeah. I'm toned down to like a 3rd grade level, so we just won't even go into subconscious mind. That's way too complicated for me. So I always say, what you believe, you will achieve, right? So just some points here while you guys are writing that down. It says, I realize the demanding thoughts in my mind will eventually reproduce themselves outwardly. So I concentrate my thought for 30 minutes a day of the person I will become. And it's funny because you'll hear a lot of the top coaches talk about when, you know, when before they were even a 15-star diamond coach or whatever, they thought about the things that they would do as a star diamond coach, or they thought about the different things that a leader would do. And so it's not so much about doing the things, I mean, you got to do the things that you need to now, but really thinking about where it is that you want to go, thinking about what it is that person who you want to become will do. Because one thing that we've heard a lot in this business is that, you know, you can, well, it's even in the law of leadership, the leadership lid. I don't know if you guys have read the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, John C. Maxwell. And he talks about the leadership lid as far as, like, you'll never lead people past what you are, right? So when you guys are looking for people, you guys look for someone who is a better leader than you, right? Why? Because you want to become a better leader. Or you look for people who have accomplished something that you want to accomplish because you want to accomplish it. So when people are searching for you guys, or when people are, you know, set out and everything to do something, they're always looking for somebody who's already done it or who's doing it. So as far as a leadership, you'll never be able to lead someone past what you've led. So let's say you take 5 steps ahead, you're going to be able to help all those people who were 4 steps behind you. Then you take another step. And that's why it's so important that we continue to grow who we are, you know, physically and emotionally and in leadership and all of that, because there's still people that we can help. We're helping people who are a step behind us. But if you stop, you're not going to be able to help those people who are 2 steps ahead of you, who are, you know, continuously growing, if that makes sense. So concentrating every single day about the person that you want to become can help your subconscious mind push you forward to that next step. You're just going to start thinking that stuff, like, what would this person do? Let's see here. I know the principles of affirmation. Any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through, particularly, see, John Walls wrote these, sorry. He wrote these notes. I don't know if that was all together. Okay, so devote 10 minutes a day demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. So we'll just leave it at that part. Whatever else I said before, I don't even understand. So I don't know what it was all saying. That's the thing, is that I think I started reading the Think and Grow Rich and I'm like, wow, this is like a lot of big words for me. And I really don't, yeah. So 10 minutes a day. I mean, it doesn't even have to be 10 minutes a day, but just really building up your self-confidence, speaking words of affirmation to yourself. You know, you should write down 5 affirmations that you can quickly look at to yourself that you're like, you know what? I'm important. I'm unique. I mean, just think about it. Maybe while you guys are sitting there thinking, if you've already wrote down what you want to do with the business, write down 5 affirmations about yourself. All right. I have clearly written down a description of my goal, and I will never stop trying until I've developed a self-confidence for attainment. See, why doesn't it just say until I develop a self-confidence for achieving it? It just sounds better to me. I realize that no success can last unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will not be a part of any transaction that does not benefit everyone it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the corporation of other people. They will serve me because of my willingness to serve them. They will believe in me because I believe in them. That's long, right? So pretty much success comes with built on truth and justice. I mean, I firmly believe that anybody who is not doing right in any business, I mean, it's going to come back to them, not in a good manner either. And that's why corporate America sucks. Just saying. You know, they have these people doing all these, it's crazy because you see all these workers too, and I'm, again, here I am scrolling off, but you guys already know this. You see the workers who work so dang hard, and I feel like they work harder than the managers or, you know, the top dogs, whatever you want to call them. And the workers probably know more how to do the business that's set out in place than the top dogs. And it's sad. And they're just sitting there banking in money. So, you know, Josh Coates put it in a great way as far as like when he was talking about how, you know, he doesn't like people that take advantage of other people. So he doesn't want people to sit there and work so hard to like barely make any money when it's in the wrong. It's just, I'll have to figure out exactly what it said. But anyways, okay. So we are going to go around and we're going to talk about what we want to accomplish in this business. What? So that means don't cross off what you wrote. Okay. Unless you're writing something bigger. So who do I get to pick on first? Dennis, you're on the top of my list over here. So you can go first.
I'm going to be a 15-star diamond.
15-star diamond. Okay, so you want to be a 15-star diamond. Can you put that in, like, what would that do for you in general?
Pay off my house.
So you want to pay off your house. What else could that do for you to be a 15-star diamond?
Financial freedom, family trips.
Okay, so the biggest thing is having financial freedom. Yep. And being, like, debt-free. That's what you want to accomplish this business, plus having more of an income to do amazing things with your family.
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, Alex, you're next. You're on mute, I think, or I just can't hear you.
Well, no, I had my microphone turned off. I know what my goal is, but writing it down and listening at the same time just is not happening with my brain. So I'm going to have to write it down later. But in short, I want to be able to help out my community with, like, actually buying solar generators for them. Because after this disaster, it became really apparent to me that no one is going to take care of our community but ourselves. Or having the financial income in order to be able to do that and actually go around and help these people is what I want to do with my business. Okay. Because at the end of the day, if I can't help my neighbors, I'm not doing my job.
Right. What else do you want for you, though? Like, I want to know what you want for you in this.
Well, that is what I want for me in this. Because that's really what's driving me. Because, like, sure, or having all the fancy gizmos and all that, yeah, that's cool and all, but that isn't what gets me up in the morning. Okay. Do you want, like, your own home? Do you want to be away from your full-time job? Or do you want to keep working the job that you're working, that you love so much? But I just want to be able to do what I love on my own terms. That's about as simple as I can put it.
Okay. So you want to love what you do. You want to do it on your own terms, so be your own boss. And you want to financially help out your community.
More or less.
Okay. All right. Carolyn. Do you want me to unmute you here?
I want to provide better opportunities for my kids than what I was given. I want to be able to, set money aside for them to go to college. That was something that was not done for me. And so I struggled to try to go and had to drop out. And I just want to be able to help my kids start off better than I had to do.
Okay. So you're looking for that financial freedom as well. And being able to take care of your family. Okay, good. Awesome. All right. Julie. Let's see. Are you there? Julie?
Yeah.
All right. So what's your goal?
I would say at least 15 star.
Okay. And why 15 star? What will that do for you?
Financial independence.
Financial independence. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are some other things as far as financial independence? So you're talking about debt free, paying off home.
Yeah, debt free, being able to move, helping my kid pay for college. It's all wrapped into the whole financial independence.
Great. Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. Crystal, we were talking about our goals, our ultimate all-time goal as far as what we want to do. I don't know if you can come up with something off the top of your head.
I can try. Can you hear me right now?
Yep.
Okay. My mouse completely died and it's not charging, so I'm pretty much stuck with this here. Well, I don't really have an ultimate goal right now. Everybody kind of might know that I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Everything changes all the time. Work, lots of work. So for now, I'll just tell you what my current position is, and that is, for right now, I want Beachbody to be supplemental, and eventually I would like to be able to work full-time from home, combined with fitness. Right now, I'm going after my goal of becoming group exercise certified and eventually personal training certified. So I want that all to be tied in together.
Okay.
In terms of Beachbody, with working with that together, I want to start at the very least of working back towards 2-star to 5-star diamond, having my team also grow themselves to the same, or whatever it is that their goal is. If Dennis is at 15-star, then I gotta run a little bit higher to meet him, because nobody wants to have downline higher than yourself. So I also want to travel a lot more.
Okay. So with the business, you ultimately would like this to take over your current income, but have you be able to do Beachbody and your training and stuff along the side, or whatever it is that you choose to do with it. I know that you're a very busy person, and so you love to keep yourself active. And I think you love to be around people in general, face to face. So, but with Beachbody, if this could ultimately take over any other income besides you teaching your fitness or doing hair, if that's what you want to do, is that what you would want to do with the business?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then of course, traveling, because I really want to actually get a camper and travel around to see everybody. Who needs a house? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so Tina, I'm going to unmute you. And what's your ultimate goal with this?
My ultimate goal is kind of like everybody else's. I'm hearing just the financial freedom and be able to stay at home and, pay the house off, all that.
Awesome. Yay. Good. Thank you. Okay, I don't know who is 646. I'm going to unmute you, but 646, 646. You have an ultimate goal? Okay. All right. Darth Vader in the house. What? All right. So, and they're gone. I scared them off. Okay. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I put a little note in the chat. I don't know if all of you guys can see it. It says, I know that I have the ability to achieve my goal, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach that goal. What I'm going to have you guys do, though, since you guys all told me your goal, I'll tell you what my goal was here because I wrote it down. I'm going to have you guys make that promise to me, but what you're going to say is, like Tina, you'll say, I know I have the ability to achieve financial freedom, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach financial freedom. So you guys will put that in there. I'm pulling up my little notes here because I wrote it down. Because that's something that I'm telling myself every single day because it's pushing me to do this stuff. So I want to buy a house and be independently providing for my family, where I can say no to the things because I want to my children versus saying no because I have to. So that was my why for running this business. It's not that I want to retire my husband. He likes what he does and he can keep doing what he does. But I want to be able to independently provide for my family. So have a full-time providing income just myself. And I don't know if you guys watched the videos or you guys were on live, but the reason why is because in my previous past relationship, I ended up homeless after a 6-year breakup and was going back and forth between my sister's home and my father's home. And I don't want, not saying that anything's going to happen in my relationship, but what I'm saying is that I don't want anything to happen to where, even if something happened to him in general, like that's something that I don't think spouses actually even think about either, or somebody who has something. What happened if your spouse, something unexpected happened to them? Where would you be financially in this situation? That's scary to think about. And I mean, he's in the Navy, so when he's deployed, who knows? But again, we've had family, friends and stuff, here's these young 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, car accident, and they're gone. So, I mean, just to even think about that, like I want to be able to not all of a sudden be stuck in the dark and have no idea what I'm going to do or how I'm going to take care of my children. That's the scariest thing for me. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I just told you guys my why. And he broke me down. And you guys could probably see it because it was like in that video when she did that live. And like I said, I'll pull it up on my YouTube and stuff. But if you guys really want to see that part where he said, he was like, I came in all tough because everyone else was crying. And I'm like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. No, I'm going to be strong. I'm not going to cry. And I said it. And he's like, of course, he knows how to break people down. And it's not in a bad way, but he's like, I feel like you've got something to prove. And he's like, I feel like, and I told, he's like, why do you want that? And I'm like, because I started bawling. I'm like, I don't want to end up homeless again. I don't want to end up not knowing what to do for my children. I don't want to end up not being able to see my child because my youngest son at that time, I didn't see him for like a month or two because I left him with his dad so that I wasn't bringing him back and forth in between the houses. I didn't want to do that to him. And that was the most heartbreaking time in my life that I had to deal with. And this is why I'm going to continue to grow this business, because I'm helping people. I know what I'm doing. I love what I do. And it really is amazing. My life has changed. And I know that anybody else that joins me, their life is going to change no matter what. So we are going to start this over. I'm going to give him his cork. And you guys are going to make this promise, okay? And I want to get deep as far as your why goes too. So we're going to start with Dennis. So you want financial freedom. I want you to say that statement and make a promise that you're going to make that happen.
I want financial freedom, and I will make that happen.
No, you're going to do that. I know I have the ability to achieve.
I know I have the ability to achieve my goals, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach that goal.
Do you really believe that?
I will.
So why do you want that?
Why do I want what?
Why do you want financial freedom?
So that most of my problems go away.
So what problems are you talking about?
Stress of, bills and keeping the lights on and having the kids be able to at some point go to college. Just worry about, you never know what the next thing is. The house has been a money pit over the last 2 years. One thing gets fixed, two things break.
Okay. So with that stress and everything, do you feel like, and since, I know obviously you're married, do you feel like that stress comes on between both of you guys? Do you feel like pressured at all do you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't have that pressure.
Okay, that's good. All right, so I want you to say that over, and I want you to say it like 3 times louder as long as the kids are not sleeping.
They are sleeping.
All right, so I want you to demand it in your voice then. You don't have to speak up, but I want you to demand it. Like, I want to hear it from Dennis.
Okay.
So you want financial freedom, and you talked about sending your kids to college and all that other stuff and keeping the lights on and everything. Really pull that, and I think it's a lot harder for guys. I think John was actually crying, so that was cool. I don't think I can make you cry. Josh might be able to. That's why I wanted him to come and speak, and I'm working on it. He'll do a thing for the whole team, but I'm like, no. I'm like, I want to pay you to come and speak on my team, because I was like, I want it to be smaller, intimate, and I want you to break them down.
You want them to break us. Don't
Yes.
you just want them to break.
It's a break in a good way. But yeah. So when you're waking up every single day to do these actions and everything, what's going to remind you of, the things that that you feel that your children deserve?
It's just the day-to-day activities, being a stay-at-home dad and getting to walk them to the bus stop and then be there to pick them up. I want that to continue. It's something I've loved the last 6.5 years.
And if something happened to where you didn't have this or it completely stopped, would you be able to continue to do what you're doing?
No.
Would that affect you greatly?
Yeah.
Would that affect, oh my gosh, I know it's, hold on, Jason and I have a brain fart. Don't tell me. Ryan.
Yes.
I don't know why I had that brain fart. So bad. Sorry.
It took me the entire time we were at Summit 2 years to figure out Jason and Ryan from you and Janelle's husband.
I know. I told you, mom brain, it's really bad. But do you think that they would be upset, or do you think it would hurt them if their dad didn't get to walk them to the bus stop or pick them up or take them on their days off?
Yep, because it would change the whole dynamic. It would go from being there all the time to me going back to the corporate world and then going to after-school programs.
And I'm sure that they would be heartbroken because I see your guys' videos and they totally got their dad's personality.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want you to say it. I want you to make that promise, but you're not making that promise to me. I want you to say it as if you're making it to them. That this is for them. That you're doing this because you know the things that they deserve. Here you go.
Okay. You want me to go again?
Yes. I want you to say it.
I know that I have the ability to achieve my goals, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach my goals.
Okay. One more time, and I want you to say, yeah, I know. I suck, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of goal, I want you to say financial freedom for your family. So financial freedom for put Ryan and Jason in there, put Sharon in there. You put whatever you need to put in there. So switch out goal for what it is.
I know that I have the ability to reach financial freedom, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach that financial freedom for Ryan, Jason, and Sharon.
Yay! Now I'm going to keep you accountable to that promise. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So, your turn, Carolyn.
Okay. I know I have the ability to achieve financial freedom so my kids can go to college and have better opportunities than I did. So I demand of myself continuous action to reach it, to make sure they do go to college.
All right. Do you believe that?
I do.
Okay. Do you believe that you're going to accomplish that?
I truly do.
Why do you believe that?
I want to see them have a better opportunities than I do, and that it just drives me to make sure they do better than I did. I want to see them be so much more successful than I am or that I was.
Can you tell me about what you mean by better than what you were, or a better opportunity?
Being better off, right out of high school, I never moved out of my parents' house until I was almost 25 years old because I just didn't have the ability to. I want to see them, if they've got a goal of going to a certain college, I want to see them do it. I want to see them be able to. I want to see them reach for bigger goals than what I did. My parents never really pushed me that much, never gave me the encouragement to do it. And I've always done it for my kids, and I want to be able to make sure they can do it if that's what they want to do.
Okay. So what's going to drive you to continue to do that?
Just wanting to, just the feeling of knowing that I set better, or I helped them to get there, that I had the financial goals or finance ability to do that for them. Just setting the money aside for them and knowing that it's there, the accomplishment that I'm going to feel for being able to do it.
What's something that you really want to do for your kids?
That I would really want to do for my kids?
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of things.
What's like the biggest thing?
Let's see. I just want to set money aside for them and for myself. Never really been on a family vacation. That's something I want to take them on.
Okay. You have all these amazing things that you want to do for your children, and all these things that you feel like they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
You felt like that you didn't have those opportunities, or you didn't give yourself that opportunity to do that.
Right.
So you want to see them strive and not to struggle.
I do. Because I've struggled my entire adulthood, and I don't want to see them go through what I've been through.
how would that make you feel to see them go through that?
I honestly don't know. It would warm my heart. I mean, honestly, thinking about it, I almost want to start crying to think about seeing how happy they would be, or, be able to do so much better than me.
It's okay to break down. This is why I'm asking these questions, because it's when we get this why that does break us down, that will continue to push us. And so these are why I'm asking these questions. And it's not for us to pull out the struggles that we've gone through or the struggles that we're in right now. It's for us to know that we're not going to go back there. We're not going to have this happen. And we're going to continue to push forward in what it is that we want to accomplish.
Right.
You have an amazing heart. You've got kids that you're going to do great things for. Being able to see them go off to college and get their own home is something that is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell that you want that for them. And you're showing them right now by being on this call and doing those daily activities and working your butt off, that they're gonna see that role model, and they're gonna be inspired by you. I think that's one of the greatest things as parents is when we have children that are inspired by us.
Right.
That they want to work hard. Like my son, he's like, I just want a job already. Like he does. He's got his paper out because that's all he's old enough for. But he wants a different job because he's like, I only get this once a week and this and that. And I'm like, it's a lot of hard work that you're going to have I don't care. You know what? Like today, it was so amazing because we do his paper outs Tuesday nights because we've got youth group and gymnastics on Wednesdays. And his money, we went to the store to pick up food for dinner. And he's like, Mom, can I pick up like the caramel apple? Can I pick up apples and pick up the caramel wraps and make them? He's like, I can give you the money when we get home. And I'm just like thinking, I'm like, what do you want to spend, He wanted to get apples and caramel. So he could make caramel apples for the family. So he took his money that he earned, used that on other people in our family with all the hard work that he does. It just didn't matter. And it's just, to me, that's great to see because that's something that we strive for in our family. Like we're always, it's whether it's our time or whatever it is, no matter what we have, we're giving it to other people. So, and it's great. So I want you to say this over again. I want you to speak it as if nothing's going to overpower this. You're making this promise to your kids, making this promise to them and the life that they're going to have because of what you're going to do.
I know I have the ability to achieve the financial freedom to help Gabriel and Zoe both go to college and strive better and make it further in life than I did. So I demand of myself continuous action to make sure that happens.
Yay! Woo, woo. Awesome. And you guys can copy that down too so that you guys know, you guys can tell yourself that over and over. But you guys are making this promise. All right. All right, Crystal. Okay, you go, Crystal.
By the way, can you see me at all?
No.
I don't know why that is. I'm on my computer, but apparently my camera's decided to not cooperate. But I am here. I can see all of you. So I think I got this right because I copied it from what Dennis said in the event page, but it sounds like it's being reinterpreted. So the basic is, I know that I have the ability to achieve my goal, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach financial freedom. Does that sound correct? Because I'm not good at this.
So do you believe that you can reach financial freedom?
I think it's going to take a lot of freaking work, but yes.
Okay. And why do you want to achieve the financial freedom?
Because always needing to figure out if you can afford something or not, and always feeling the stress of not having that money is getting really, really old.
So what are some things that you've been stressing about, wondering if you can pay for it or not?
What not? Things have kind of gotten really tough because between my husband and I, we're making exactly half the amount of money we made last year, and we bought a house, a camper, 2 cars, and it's been really, really difficult. So when you look at the numbers show that we owe more than we make. And now it's heating season, so that's a new bill, and we just got a cell phone bill, and it's never ending. And I'm at the point to where I'm working essentially 3 or 4 or so part-time jobs again, which is unbelievably ridiculous, because if you can spend your effort on 1 or 2, you can get so much more accomplished than doing all these little things that are, it's just tiring. One of my goals that I want is to be able to have time to read 2 hours a day. I'm basically a reading material hoarder. If you were to come to my house, you would laugh at me at how many magazines I own. And I had that with unemployment, but I don't have that now.
So you get a lot of time with your son?
Yeah, I would like to spend a lot of time with him as well. He's always asking to play, and I always have to say no, I'm working, or I'm doing dishes, I'm doing the laundry.
And how does that make you feel?
Like a bad mom. Like the only time that I was able to give him was when I was a stay-at-home mom.
Well, first of all, you're not a bad mom, and it's it's something that that we all want to be there for our kids. And that's what the blessing of this business has done. And yes, I know that, I know it's hard work, and I do work hard. I just really have to, for me, I've had to learn how to stay really focused on that time. And then when it's with my kids, I'm with my kids. And I've been starting to delegate over the last probably 4 months. Cleaning. I've had someone come in and clean once a week or twice a week. Why? Because it's something that I could first start to delegate. I haven't done any delegation with the business really, other than the recognition each week, because I feel like I can do that other stuff right now better than, hey, someone clean my house. I'll get rid of that for first. But don't ever feel like you're a bad mom, but use that to drive you, Crystal, because you have a lot of drive. I've seen it in you. You kickstarted this like crazy, and I'm glad that you're still here. And all I want for you is to accomplish the goal that you want. And if that's financial freedom, you can do that with this. It's just being fired up again as to why you're doing what you're doing, and finding out the things that you love to do and delegating the things that you really could care less about. But you can give him that life that you feel that he deserves. And you don't have to be working 3 or 4 jobs and worrying about, okay, when's my next job? Okay, do I have time for him? Are we making enough money for this and that? And that stress can be lifted off of you. So you can read this over again, and putting in that, instead of using goal for the first or the second one, put in financial freedom. And I want you to make this promise as if you're making it to your family, and taking off that stress, because I know how stressed you've been. I mean, we've talked back and forth, and all I want to do is jump over there and give you a hug, because I can feel it in your voice. And Dennis and I have talked about you or whatever. It's we miss you. It's whatever. I was like, shut up. We've never said anything.
No, I just didn't want to think we were talking about her. Love my coach.
I know, but we've talked about you, and you know, we miss you. Like, you seriously have a drive about you and a personality. Like, I really think that you could connect with Andrea Crowder. I don't know if you've ever followed her, but oh my goodness. I really think that you can connect with her. Her and her wine, and she does not have earmuffs. Let's just say that. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, I usually don't, so I'm trying to be good about that. My new boss swears like a sailor, so it's nice.
But it's
yeah.
something to really take a look at, because she's a rock star, and it's just her personality and who she is and what she does. But so yeah, I want you to speak this over again, and I want you to make that promise.
Okay. I know that I have the ability to achieve my financial freedom, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach that goal.
Awesome. Yay. I hope you guys know that I'm holding you guys all accountable to this. All right. Tina, your go.
My go. Okay. I know I have the ability to achieve my goal, so I demand of myself continuous action to reach that goal.
Okay. And do you believe that?
I do believe that. You know, listening, this is the first, I'm just a new coach. The
Yep.
first team call.
Yep.
You guys are so inspiring. It's just, you know, it's nice to hear other people thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Yeah. That's why we're here. So why do you want financial freedom?
I want my daughter to be able to go to school, go to college, take some of the burden off my husband. You know, I work full time. He drives semi over the road. But it'd be nice if he could be home a little bit more.
Do you know what? I think Becca's husband is a semi driver as well, too.
Yeah, it's just, you know, within a month here, we're going to have to buy, you know, like $6,000 worth of tires for it.
And Crystal said that her husband's a truck driver. Does he like what he does?
Does he like? I can't see him do anything else.
Okay. Now, if he had the ability, like, I know that they have truck drivers that can do like local stuff. If he had the ability to do something like that, do you think he would do that?
I think he would. I mean, when we first were together, we've been together almost 20 years now. He was gone for 3 weeks at a time, home for a weekend. Yeah.
So do you feel like you miss out a lot of time with him then?
Oh, yes. Now, probably for the past 4 years, he's home every weekend. So, yeah, it'd be nice to have him home every night that, you know, he could go to my daughter's concerts, or, you know, we could just sit down and have a supper.
I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I know that, you know, my hubby's been gone here and there and stuff, but having that constantly,
yeah,
not being able. Well, how does your daughter feel about that? How old is she?
She's 11.
Okay.
And I mean, we're used to it because it's always been this way. But yeah, you know, he tries to make it to stuff as much as he can, you know, here and there. But, you know, there's times it'd be nice to have him there for that band concert, or, you know, that type of thing.
So financial freedom could be something that could bring your husband closer to you and your daughter and give you guys more time together. Is that something that you'd love to do?
I would love to do that.
Can you picture that? Can you picture him coming home every single night for dinner?
Oh, no,
Now you'd have to cook every single night, huh?
You what?
I said, then would you have to cook every single night?
Well, my mom lives next door and she likes to cook. I never learned how to cook, so he knows I don't cook. So, yeah, exactly.
So it'd be something new and exciting for you guys to do, huh?
It would. It would be a huge change in our routine, because even him going from 3 weeks gone to being home every weekend, we have our routine, and so him coming into that is a little tough once in a while.
Right.
But we do it.
So just think about that, though. And when you're stating this statement, and every single day, just picturing that for you and your family. Being able for him to walk in the door every single night, for him not to miss a concert that your daughter wants, her dad to be there. And those things in your life that you can accomplish. And again, we do this because, it's all in helping people. There is a lot of hard work behind what we do. And sometimes the task can get tedious and like, oh my goodness. But then when you get those people that are like, wow, you really inspired me. I save those. I have a folder that I save of pictures. And I can't tell you how many people have gotten into their faith. And I'm just like, that's awesome. Like it, it's a completely different story, but they not only worked on their health and fitness, but they worked on their faith. And it's just everything I save these little itty bitty things because it reminds me why I'm doing what I'm doing. And if you can stay true and genuine to why you're doing it, you can grow this business and you can be making 6 figures or more. I mean, there's people that are making 7 figures a year. That's insane to me. I mean, I couldn't imagine that. Maybe I need to start picturing that, right? Start picturing that. I'm going to start writing myself checks every single day because I don't use my checks anymore. So I'm just writing $1 million to myself every single day until it happens. So I'm going to have you say this over again. And I want you to think about that when you say this and make that promise to you and your family.
I know I have the ability to achieve financial freedom. So I demand of myself continuous action so my husband can be home every night.
Yay! That's awesome. All right, let's see here. I don't know, Alex, are you busy or did you have a call that you had to get on? I can't hear anything. All right. So I'm going to get with Alex later on this week and I'm going to break him down. And in a good way. Leave me alone. Hey, I have learned I'm going to get some of this tough love coming. So be ready for it. But it's good tough love. I know people, they're like, you really, Hal came up to me and he's like, Ashton, you need to get some tough love in you. I'm like, I do give my coaches tough love. It's just in my lovingly manner tough love. And he looked at me and I was like, what? I'm like, I am a pearl, or I should say I'm a golden retriever. So anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for coming on. And I mean, this is kind of just so that we can continue to finish strong and understand that we have a big reason why we're doing what we're doing. And you guys can help other people accomplish that too. So when we're thinking about giving that business opportunity, it's because we want to help other people through financial stability. And we want to help people get out of the corporate world. And we want to help parents that want to be at home. Because it's heartbreaking when, you think back in the day, it was the husband out working and the mother got to stay at home with the children and raise them. And now we send off our children to places where, I mean, I've had daycares that really weren't the greatest that I was tried to turn in to DHS, seeing what I saw, and it's crazy. I want to be able to raise my kids the way that I want to raise them and be able to continuously tell them, not to be paying attention to, like, at school, obviously, unless you're homeschooling. Hey, don't pay attention to this, do this. So we have a big, big, big market of people to reach out to. And if they're telling you that they don't have time, more reason to do this. If they don't have the time, more reason for them to do this, right? You guys can look at Evernote, the objections, you can switch it around to yourselves. But when someone's telling me they don't have time, I'm like, if you don't have time to take care of yourself, you don't have time to be with your family, then there's no reason that you shouldn't be doing this. I'm sorry, but if I can do something with 6 kids in the house, and I was doing school before, and I was a single mom of 3, like, nobody's going to tell me that they don't have time. If they don't have the money, more reason to do this. If you can't, accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish, and they're not doing anything to achieve that of what they want, more reason to do this. So that's embedded in my mind, and I won't let people tell me that differently. If they don't want to do it because it's not for them, whatever, fine. No big deal. Got it. But don't give me an excuse. I'm not going to take it. Anyways. All right. So, one last thing, and I'll post it in the team page too, but I was going to do a sneak peek Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. I didn't really get to promote out to it, and I don't know if a lot of people did. So when you guys are speaking to people, if you have people that are interested in coaching, I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the same coach sneak peek group. We're just going to keep that one up. I'm going to make a live video on Monday, and I just want to let you guys know that there was, I think, 3 or 4 people that joined as a coach from that coach sneak peek. So I love the fact, I'm loving the live videos, so I'll keep doing them live. I would like to do them every week. However, that's a little much for me right now. Hopefully starting January, I can do it, because it really doesn't take much time. I didn't put too much into it, but I liked the fact that I could be real and live, and they're like, oh, wow, okay, get it. So if you guys have people that are interested, get them in the coach sneak peek. It will start next Monday. The challenge group starts next Monday if you guys are a part of it. I'm pushing coaches to start their own if they haven't started it. So this is going to be the plan as far as we go. We're going to run our challenge groups together. You're going to, like, if you haven't been a part of it, you can run the challenge group together. So I'll run it. The next time what we do is we'll take turns with the weeks. And then the third time, it's you on your own running your challenge group. And what I've decided to do, same with the sneak peeks and everything, I'm leaving the same group. I'm not going to start a group every single month. So I'm leaving one challenge group, and every single time I'm just going to redo it. So the people who are in it, they're going to stay in it. They can continue to be a part of this group. And then the next month, I'll bring in more people and continue to build up this huge challenge group. So that was something that was very time saving that I want to say, I can't remember who it was that talked about it, but I heard it from a couple of people. So that's what I'm doing with my challenge groups, and that's something that you guys can consider doing instead of recreating a new challenge group each month, but just changing the name of it and changing your theme, and just keep bringing in people and build it up, because you never know when someone's just going to be like, oh, hey, I'm in this challenge group. But I've talked your guys' ear off, and it's getting late. So I just want to say thank you guys for hopping on. I hope that help spark something for the end of the rest of the end of the year. And I will keep you guys posted. Just let me know if you guys need anything. You guys all have a good night. Bye.